What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, our host will be here soon to play a game with you guys. Kind of a game, I don't know. Today's game is keep or cut. 8 players in today's video, and you have to decide whether or not you would keep or cut that player. It's just a fun little game. Obviously, you know, I hate cutting players and things like that, seeing guys, you know, lose jobs, but it is part of the business, and that time is starting to get closer for the NFL. So I thought we'd do a nice little keep or cut video on it, and you guys comment down below who you would keep and who you would cut out of this, and we'll go into detail, but the host will be here soon for that. Now, I do want to give you guys this quick little background before we get this video started. Lines right now, from what I know, and all the estimates, all the numbers I bring up are pretty much estimates. They're rough numbers, but as of right now, what I know, because of where the salary cap is expected to be set, which is $175 million because unfortunately of COVID, and it's going to be lower this year. The Lions right now are $10 million over the cap. They had $12 million roll over, so they're $10 million over cap is what's projected. Now, they can save money by restructuring Jared Goff's contract, putting more guaranteed money throughout the entire contract, but while that could save you, I think, up to $20 million now, which would be great, it also means you're not going to have that easy of an out if you want after a year or two. So you have to make that decision if you want to try to save more money for now and help build the team now, or if you're not completely sure on Jared Goff, you probably don't want to restructure that contract. You probably rather just, keep it like it is and make some other decisions and cuts and trades already on the roster. So I did want to point that out first. So without further ado, the host is here. We're going to get right into this video, and I'll see you guys later. I don't know. Someone told me to get a Dan Campbell jersey. I'm definitely going to do that. Also, check out the Dot Shop. All right, enjoy the video. Desmond Trufant.
Cut.
Nick Williams.
Cut.
Christian Jones.
Cut.
Jesse
Cut.
James. Oh, hey, you're on this. Chase Daniel.
Cut. Cut Chase.
Another cut. Danny Shelton.
Cut him. Gone.
Kerryon Johnson. Justin Coleman. Steph
Cut.
Curry. LeBron
Cut.
James. Bobby
Cut.
Boucher.
Cut.
All right.
Cut.
All right. Hey,
Cut.
hey, you're just saying cut to everything now. Hey.
Cut.
Hey.
What?
Are you all right?
Cut. Cut. Cut.
Hey,
Cut them
buddy,
all.
you okay?
Cut them all. Cut everybody.
Okay.
Cut the water boy. Cut him.
Hey, all right.
Cut
Hey,
him.
can
Who's that?
Someone give him some water
Cut.
or something?
Cut you.
He looks a little...
Cut. We're so
Maybe
bad.
his
Cut
pictures don't
everybody.
look right.
No
Maybe
one
he's
deserves to
something.
get paid. 5 and 11. Cut. Cut.
Buddy?
Cut.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Cut.
Hey, have you ever heard of the Dodge Shop? You ever heard of the Dodge Shop?
What?
Oh, it's this wonderful shop, and it has all the apparel you could want.
Cut. I no longer want to cut anybody. I love
That's
our
the
roster.
spirit.
Let's keep everybody. Let's
Check
pay
out
everybody.
the Dodge.
Check out the Dodge Shop.
And
I'll see you there.
Click the link in the description. Is the commercial over yet? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am your host, Kerryon Johnson Matthews, Senior, Junior, Olympic. Today, this ain't even plugged in. Today, we're playing a game titled Keep or Cut. I'm going to give you a name. You have to let me know if you would keep or cut him in the comment section below. I'm also going to give you guys whether I would keep or cut them and my 2 cents on each one. So let's get it started.
I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
Welcome everybody to the video. Glad you guys are here, and I'm super excited for this video. So we're doing keep or cut. It's a popular game around here. Everybody knows about it. There's no one in here. All right, in the name, you comment down below, keep or cut. Now, don't say cut to every single name. I'm sure there's going to be people that are going to say that. Just cut everybody. Okay, well, fine. All right, let's just get right into it, okay? The first person that we have on this list is cornerback Desmond Trufant. Comment below, keep or cut. I'm going to give you some background on each player. Desmond Trufant was signed last year to a 2-year, $20 to $21 million deal from Atlanta. Now, they weren't able to find a trade offer, so that was the rumor why they released him. Now, they may have found something late, but they're just like, we don't want to deal with it, cut him. Not sure why you do that. Either way, Desmond Trufant has 1 year left on his deal. If you cut him, you would save $6.5 million. You'd also take on a $6 million dead cap, however. Now, Desmond Trufant last season didn't play very well, but really, to be honest, played well in his defense. He did allow a 69% completion percentage, also a 111 pass rating, and 3 touchdowns with only 1 interception. Also, injuries were a very big factor as he couldn't consistently find his way on his field. He was the veteran, basically replacement for Darius Slay as we drafted Jeff Okudah. People always talk about the bridge. It seemed like he was the bridge, but unfortunately, the bridge collapsed. No? Okay, I'm sorry. But Desmond Trufant did struggle last season. He couldn't find his way to stay healthy consistently, especially early in the year. So Desmond Trufant, will the Lions keep him or not? Keep or cut? My prediction is the Lions will cut Desmond Trufant. That's right. Now, the Lions will have to probably go sign another vet. I'm looking out for a lot of former Rams, potentially former Saints. Telling you, Troy Hill, man, keep around Troy Hill. But I do think the Lions will cut Desmond Trufant. Yeah, the dead cap stinks. But you know what? I think there's going to be a lot of players to be cut. And right now, where the Lions sit financially, I do think that the Lions are going to look to save every penny that they possibly can, and Desmond Trufant's going to be one of those names to save over $6 million. If you could have a trade market for him, great. I just don't think you will. I just don't think you will, since he's only a one-year rental and how bad he struggled last year. So I think Desmond Trufant will be cut. Let me know in the comment section below. The second player we have, defensive lineman Nick Williams. Keep or cut Nick Williams, go. Nick Williams is a defensive tackle. I believe he was out of Samford. I think he was a 7th round pick that had a really good year last year with Chicago. He had 6 sacks. The Lions signed this guy like 2 in the morning to a 2-year, $10 million deal. But unfortunately, this past season, he wasn't able to keep it rolling. He only had 1 sack on the year. Now, again, a lot of defensive line injuries, not all his fault. And if you want some depth, you'd be fine to keep him. But the biggest reason I think he's a keep or cut candidate is because of the fact that he would save you over $4 million and his dead cap is only $1 million. Either 30 or 31 right now, so he's not the youngest guy. Now, if the Lions do it for depth, I think that would be fine. Because of the contract situation, how much the Lions could save, I do believe that Nick Williams will also be cut. Boom, let me know. What do you guys think? Nick Williams, keep or cut? Is he staying? Is he going? I don't know. The third player we have on our list is the tight end out of Pittsburgh. I'm about to say out of Pittsburgh. Okay, from Detroit. Obviously, they're all from Detroit. It's the tight end, Jesse James. Now, Jesse James' contract wouldn't help you as much here. He's only saving you just over $2 million in cap space, but his dead cap is over $4 million. So not the best numbers. However, Jesse James hasn't put up the best numbers either. I'm really killing it with the jokes right now. He hasn't put the best numbers up. Now, for me, Jesse James, the biggest reason he could be cut is because of scheme. One thing about Anthony Lynn is he's never had 2 tight ends with over 20 receptions. Fortunately for Jesse, he really hasn't had much success in the Lions offense either. Hasn't been super impactful like I think the Lions have hoped. Now, he does block well. He gives you a lot of size. So if Anthony Lynn wants to change it up and go with more tight ends, then yeah, you definitely could. But history tells us that probably won't be the case. You are taking on a pretty nice dead cap here, but with this year's salary cap, any penny you could save might make sense. Plus, you have Hunter Bryant behind Hockenson. So if you'd rather just have Hunter Bryant give more work, then it can make sense that Jesse James is cut. For me, I'm going out on a limb on this one. Cut. Now, if you can trade him, obviously look to do that. That's obviously better, right? Maybe get a pick for him. I don't know if you will after, low production he's had, but I'm going out on a limb. I'm bold prediction, I think he's cut. Fourth player we have on this list, it is the linebacker, Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon Johnson. He would save you $2.5 million, and his dead hit would be just over $2 million in cap space. So not saving you a ton, but the Lions linebacker group could see a big change. It has been one of their worst groups, and there's a lot of questionable things up in the air right now between Reggie Ragland, Jared Davis, Jelani Tabai, and also Kerryon Johnson. Now, I think Jared Davis has a good shot to being actually brought back, even though the Lions declined their 5th-year option under the Patricia era, because Dan Campbell spoke highly of him, and he brings the same kind of mentality that Dan Campbell does. Also, Reggie Ragland worked with our linebacker coach, and he got the best out of him. So does that mean Kerryon Johnson has a better chance to be brought back? Possibly, but he's not the youngest guy anymore. Now, he's really kind of struggled with us, but again, the entire linebacker group has pretty much struggled. But he's been reliable in place of, you're going to get this guy on the field. At least you're going to see him on the field most of the time. He's reliable in that aspect. But for me, Kerryon Johnson, because of the linebacker group, could see a change defensively. I don't know what scheme Aaron Glenn is looking to run, but with New Orleans, I know they did look at a 4-3 type of defense, and their linebackers were way faster than what we have currently, including Kerryon Johnson. I think Kerryon Johnson, being as slow as he is, honestly, could be the reason he's cut. Another one here, I think he's cut. Okay, I'm not going to say cut to all of them, but I do have Kerryon Johnson also being cut. What do you guys have in the comments below? All right, next up, we have the backup quarterback, Chase Daniel. Now, this guy is from Chicago, and Chase Daniel would save you $2.3 million, and his dead cap would be $3 million. Now, Chase Daniel is on a 3-year deal, so he has 2 years left on that deal. And to me, yeah, Chase Daniel didn't play extremely well statistically last year, but let's be fair to him. I think Chase Daniel is what we thought he was. Chase Daniel is not a game changer. He's not a starting quarterback. When he's in the game, he is not going to destroy your team, but he's not going to make your team better. So if your team is bad, he's going to look bad. It's just as simple as that. He beat us in Chicago because their team was better than ours. 2 years left on his deal. They're going to draft a quarterback to compete with Jared Goff. If they bring in a young guy to compete, or they go with Jordan Ta'amu, they may want to move on for Chase Daniel because they're still trying to decide what they're going to do with the future, and they might as well just have a young guy because the Lions really aren't in win-now mode. But since he has 2 years left on his deal, it could change things. His Lions are in a 2-year build type of mode. So that could definitely change things. And if you want a reliable backup, I still think he is. he's just not going to make your team better. To me, it just shows us how bad our team was, not necessarily how bad Chase Daniel was. Personally, my prediction, I think Chase Daniel stays on the team. That's right. I got to have someone stay on the team from this list. I'm going to go Chase Daniel stays on the team. Whoa, hey, let's get it. I don't know. I just think that he will. I think the 2 years left might keep him on the team. I'm not sure. That probably could be off. They could cut all these guys, but I'm just saying. All right. Next up, we have the defensive lineman, Danny Shelton from New England. Now, Danny Shelton is still a young man. That sounded really weird. Danny Shelton is still pretty young. He was signed to a pretty cheap contract by Lions. 2 years, $8 million. So he has 1 year left on his deal. So, of course, the Lions could look at the trade market here, but there may not be that much value because of the fact that he's a rental. However, even though our defense was bad last year, Danny Shelton was one of the guys that flashed a lot, and he made a lot of good plays. He was pretty reliable. Now, the issue with Danny Shelton to me is going to be simply scheme fit. He's a 3-4 nose tackle. If you go to a 4-3, will he fit in his defense? He doesn't give you much pressure, but he can stuff that run. And I think he worked really hard. I think he has a great mentality, and he's still young. He could potentially be a future here. And then you know what? If you want to cut him, at least try to see if there's a trade market for him. There may not be. But will Danny Shelton be cut? To me, it just comes down strictly to this. The scheme. Does he fit the scheme? Does he not fit the scheme? Now, if you cut Danny Shelton, you would save $4 million, and your dead cap is just over $1 million. That's it. Personally, I hate to say it. He did enough last year. He was one of our standouts, honestly, defensively. I think Danny Shelton definitely could be here. I think he'll be somewhere else and he'll be playing, but I'm going to go with cut just for scheme reasons. But if he does fit the scheme, I want to keep Danny Shelton, all right? I definitely want to keep this guy. He's still got a lot left in the tank. He's still a young guy. And next up, we have cornerback Justin Coleman from Seattle, now a Detroit Lion, also a former Patriot as well. Now, Justin Coleman plays the slot position, and we paid him a lot when we paid him, and he hasn't, produced at a high enough level. He's also had some inconsistencies. Again, our whole defense has, basically. But Justin Coleman would save you almost $5 million in cap, but his dead cap would be $6 million, which kind of stinks. Now, for me, Justin Coleman's still pretty young. Cornerbacks are important in this league, especially slot cornerbacks, with how the NFL has kind of changed with the wide receiver sets that you see from offenses. And I know he hasn't been the best consistently, but I do believe Justin Coleman stays on the roster. You want to see more consistency. Really, the whole defense needs more consistency. But I think the Lions, yeah, they could save $5 million doing it. I think they keep him. All right, they have a lot of things they need to fix. And Justin Coleman, he has his contract through 2022. Potentially through 2023. I think you keep Justin Coleman on the roster. I think the Lions keep JC. He punches the ball out really well, too. I like that when he gets the strips. Those are awesome. All right, and then finally, the last player of keep or cut. It's the running back. You know what it is. You know who it is. It's Kerryon Johnson. It's KJ, baby. Kerryon Johnson, who had barely any production last season because they never really gave him the ball. Now, Kerryon has shown us that he can pass block really, really well. But his vision is very questionable. He is still young, the running back out of Auburn, who was drafted in the second round by Bob Quinn. Should he keep him? Should you cut him? Now, Adrian Peterson's a big factor here. I believe Adrian Peterson is gone. He said he wants to play for a winner at this stage. He wants a ring. And the Lions really, to me, are in that situation. So I think Adrian Peterson is gone. That was the cat. I think AP is gone. That means I think Kerryon stays. Now, that doesn't change the fact that I want a number 2. Kerryon, I don't want him to be my number 2. No hate, I like Kerryon. You know I root for him, but I want a number 2. To me, I think Kerryon stays because he's still on his rookie deal and he's got the year left as my third running back. I know these guys are about running the football. I think Kerryon stays, but I want him to be my number 3, not my number 2. The Lions need to find a number 2 running back in this draft. Or even free agency, but probably in the draft. Please, give me a really good running back to pair with Swift, please. I like Kerryon, but he just ain't that great of a runner. However, he pass blocks well, and he does try, and he can catch pretty well as well. I think he sticks around as our third running back, but I definitely don't think he should be our number 2. So that's keep or cut. Let me know in the comment section below. How many players did you keep? How many players did you cut? Thank you, Prep, for watching. And I'm out.